Adventurous Carrie here. We are on day 13 of our road trip around the country, and we are currently in Treasure Island, Florida. And we've been here since Friday, and we're just having a blast here, spending a lot of time on the beach. Unfortunately, right before we got here, I had sunscreen in my eyes when we went kayaking in Pine Island, and it caused an irritation in my eye, and my eye has been swollen, my left eye, my good eye. Back in August, I had retina surgery on my right eye, so now I'm having a hard time seeing out of both eyes, so that's making it a little bit of a challenge here, but I'm surviving with all the sunshine, sand, and lots of wind down here. But anyway, I just want to give you a little recap of what we've been doing here for the last 4 days. We're getting ready to cross over the Skyway Bridge over the Tampa Bay. We're going over the crest of the bridge, and we'll be heading into St. Petersburg. And I wish I could see the bay, but the little fencing on the right just kind of darkens everything and makes it look like you can't see anything. But it's a fun bridge. Okay, we're going over the bridge to Treasure Island. And this is where we're going to hang out for the next week. We're going to be in a timeshare with George's sister, Catherine, and her husband, Tim. And it says Treasure Island. Check this guy out. Love it. Arg! Arg, we're going to have a good time. So we just saw a sign that said Sunset Beach is closed. And that's where we wanted to go and hang out. It's going to be an interesting trip on what's open and what's closed. Not sure what happened, but we lost the audio to our video. We decided to go down by Sunset Beach and find out what the story was. So we pulled into Katiki, which is right across from Sunset Beach. This is a place that we stayed at 2 years ago in our Volkswagen in Westphalia. They let us actually sleep in the parking lot. But George talked to somebody, and apparently only part of the beach is closed due to Hurricane Ian, but the area right across from Katiki is opened, so we were excited to hear about that. And so we continue on, and we're pulling up to the Voyager Beach Club, which is where we're going to be staying for the next week. It's a timeshare. His sister has 2 weeks, and we have 1 week, and so we'll be spending time with them, and we're going to say hi to her niece and nephew before they leave tomorrow. Just a short walk from our hotel is the beach. There's Catherine and George catching up. This is going to be so relaxing. This is George, also known as Woody, and his sister Catherine. And then on the beach is her daughter Hannah and granddaughter Layton. And there's Layton again, having a great time. And her son Ryan, who came in from St. Louis. This is going to be heaven for the next week. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be. They said it was really cloudy before we got here, so I guess we brought the sunshine with us from the island, Pine Island. Beautiful day. After about an hour preview of the beach and just soaking up a few rays, we got together with George's family, Catherine and Tim's brother, Ron, and his family. There's George and I. And we got to meet a lot of the family, me and Catherine. And this is our good friends Lori and Verge from Indiana, friends of Catherine's. And those are the siblings, Hannah and Ryan and Corinne, Melinda and Chris. And this is Corinne and her husband Tyler. And of course, there's the cute Miss Layton herself. She's just having a great time down here. And that's Ron and Rose, Tim's brother. And this is Tim and his 3 kids and his granddaughter Layton.
Well, hold on. Very slowly.
Walk. Ready?
Oh, wow. That was good.
Do it again.
Do it again.
And this is going to be our home for the next week. We're at the Voyagers. We just started bringing stuff up from the van. We spent the night in the van last night because we got here a day earlier. And we have this little timeshare from today till next Saturday. A cute bathroom, and we have a little balcony. It's a beautiful day on Treasure Island. We are at the Voyager Beach Club, and this is where our room is, and right down there is the beach. An amazing day out at the beach. We're seeing dark clouds to the south. I'm not sure if they're going to come this way or not, but we've been out here for a good 4 hours. I've worn heavy sunscreen, and the sun is behind the clouds right now, but there's a little bit of blue sky right there. It's going to come back out, but it's after 6 o'clock, and we're going to be thinking about going down the strip and seeing if we can get some oysters and calamari. Today, George and I did absolutely nothing but just hang out at the beach on Treasure Island. And after a while, we brought our chairs down to the water, and I just let the shells come to me, all these shells. I collected them. They washed up onto the shore and landed by my feet. It doesn't get any better than this. After the beach, it was highly recommended that we go to Middle Ground Grill down on the Strip, and we were searching out some calamari, and we were told that it was one of the best on the Strip. And so we found some, and it was really good. And then George and I split a salmon and rice and broccoli meal. Live music can be found all along the Strip, including here. While I checked out the restaurant's wine collection, and they had a huge collection of wine from the Napa Valley, which is where I used to live for about 30 years. And I'm very familiar with a lot of these labels, including the famous Silver Oak Cab. Yum. After dinner, we walked across the street to Sloppy Joe's to just have one more nightcap.
Boom! Take a picture. It's done. Bam! Venture scary, baby.
Right there.
Woo!
There you go. And that's for you, my man.
Thank you, brother.
Of course. You want anything else? You good, madam?
I can't think of
Sunday morning, walking on the boardwalk down in Treasure Island with Lori and Catherine. Most mornings, Catherine, Lori, and I walked about 2.5 miles along the boardwalk, and we're just checking out the sights, and sometimes Verge and Tim joined us. George usually stayed back, and he likes to sleep in, but lots of fun things to see, and all kinds of pirate things all over the beach. The beach scene was a daily occurrence for us. George just really enjoyed it, a chance to just sit back and relax and pretty much do nothing. My main thing that I did while I was there, oh, we did lose this umbrella. It was so windy out there, is that I collected shells. It's really hard for me to just lay out in the sun. I am a 4-time skin cancer survivor, so I try to stay covered up, but I have a blast just collecting shells and finding out what I'm going to do with them later. And George took these pictures. Today's shell haul is dedicated to my granddaughters. When I see them next month, we are going to make a treasure box that they'll cherish forever. I can't wait to see them and have them see all these cool shells that I've been collecting. Wow, oh, the wind is picking up. Look at all, I don't know if you can look at that sand go into the water.
Beautiful.
Another little bird. So George and I just spent the last hour or so sitting in the Gulf of Mexico on some sand in the water, and we just started collecting stuff that came up to us. And this beautiful little tiny shell that is perfect rolled up. I'm definitely keeping this one. This is a treasure from Treasure Island. George absolutely loved being in the water. He was like a fish. And now comes time for some sappy pictures. We were just having so much fun that we had to take some selfies and there. And these shells I absolutely love. These were some of my favorites that I collected today. And so I just thought I'd share them with you. And there's a little bit of a haul from that day's shell collection. And then it was so funny when it got dark, George started dancing to Jimmy Buffett. And we're really sorry to see him go, but we were listening to his music. Storms are always brewing out here, but we have been so lucky that they haven't hit us yet. Oh my God. That is just spectacular. And the video just doesn't do it justice. And it's super windy. But while everybody else is, walking the boardwalk and going down the strip and probably going to my car or something. We have some friends that have come to visit us. Sunday we stayed out to the beach till almost 8:30 at night, and we got to see the amazing sun. It was so brilliant, and we even stayed there until it got almost really dark. It was starting to get cloudy, but it was just an amazing time just to experience everything. And then all of a sudden we saw these lights go through, and there were people on skateboards with lights, or I'm not sure exactly what those were, but they were just kind of cool driving by. Then we went back to the room and got ready, and we decided to meet up with George's sister and brother-in-law and have a cocktail. And it was my dad's birthday, my late dad, so happy birthday, Colonel. Here's to you. Then we went and had dinner at Ricky T's across the street, and we found a place on the outside bar. It was a little dark in there, a lot of redness, but we did have some shrimp tacos and bacon wrapped scallops. So good. Really enjoyed it. We really liked Ricky T's, and the best thing is we had all that and lots of drinks under $50.
I've been drunk now for over 2 weeks. Passed out and I rallied and I sprung a few leaks. But I got to stop wishing, got to go fishing down the rock bottom again. Just a few friends, just a few friends.
Monday morning, the girls and I went walking again. We did about 3 miles and took in some more of the sights of Treasure Island. And this is a water slide that they put up every day and take down at night. And I love this surfboard bench. It's so cool. I want one of those. Just a lot of fun things to see along the walk. And we were living our finest life. And we were also missing our dog Henry because the place does not allow dogs. We had to board him, and the people sent us some pictures, and we think he looks kind of sad without us. We can't wait to see him again. Well, it's our 4th day at the beach here on Treasure Island. George, are you tired of the beach yet?
Oh, at the beach. Hey,
Yeah, you're at the beach yet again.
Beaching it again.
And we're here with George's sister and brother-in-law and Lori and Verge. Verge is
tired
he's
at the
sleeping. I don't know if we can see him over there, but this is a great time. George bought some augers for the umbrellas, and we'll see how long with this wind they stay and not blow away. We already lost one umbrella. And there's Verge and Lori.
For $11.
The key to not having your umbrella blow away is to put it towards the wind. We've learned, because it's already gone inside out, and we don't want this one to break. And there goes Lori into the water. I think I'm gonna try. So what'd you find there, Verge?
Found old-fashioned, lazy old-fashioned.
Lazy, so it's already made up.
Already made up, ready to go. 70 proof.
Oh my goodness, enjoy.
Yeah.
Is it good?
You can feel it.
George captured these pictures. This is Verge and I sharing our shells and comparing. And then the girls and I went out. We used my little scooper to collect some shells, and it's one of our favorite things to do down here. George and I walked all the way down the beach to the bridge that connects Treasure Island to Clearwater. And that's Clearwater on the other side of the water over there. It's really hazy out today. They said it on the news that it was because of wildfires in Canada. That just seems so far away. But nonetheless, it's very hazy today. So this little sidewalk is closed here. I'm not sure. It might have had some damage from Hurricane Ian. Looks like something that a wild hurricane would do. And there's our buddy the crane hanging out. This beach here is just sugary white. The haze. There's some boats out there, but you can barely see them. The water, it doesn't really show up that much in the video. It's just really kind of aqua green. George's sister dropped us off at the Krabby Pass where we had drinks and listened to music.
Lonesome time, you were out to go, but you can't stay. Lonesome time, still won't be over. Your brother and your sister come, yeah.
I finally got my tequila sunrise. I wasn't sure what George was drinking, but it was good, and we were just being goofy like we can be. And then we finished the night off having some boom boom shrimp, which was amazing and highly recommended. Before we decided to go back to the timeshare, we walked across the bridge to John Pass Village. Most places were closed by then, but we did find Double D Collectibles was open, and boy, was it a fun place to be in.
Oh, that's the coming home tour.
They got so much cool stuff in here.
Let's do it now.
Now you're a happy boy. It was a mile walk back to our timeshare. That day I put in 7 miles and I was feeling it. It was really windy going over the bridge, so I turned the sound off because you just wouldn't be able to hear me. But coming to the lookout on the bridge, we heard this really ominous sound coming from the bridge, and I tried to record it, but the wind was just too loud and was very inaudible. So I turned it off, but the view was spectacular. Walking back. Nice and warm. Here it is, October 3rd, and it was in the 80s. Beautiful. And of course, Sunset Beach is closed. When we got back to the hotel, George put his Robert Earl Keen on display. We really do wish you were here. We are just having a blast. And we still have 4 more days here on Treasure Island. We leave on Saturday, and then we're going to head up towards Texas. I'm not sure where we're going to stop yet. We're still planning out that route. But just remember, IAPOTA, it's all part of the adventure. And please like and subscribe. We're trying to build my channel here as we let you know all of our travel adventures, and we would love for you to come along.